girls.
No.
We're here to stay because we're team girls.
No,
we're
please.
here to play.
No more.
You used to whisper, now we roar. That's what it is. Come on, send me fairy tale.
No, I can't. It's in my head all the time.
Welcome to another episode of Netball Chat with Sam.
And Zach.
Grand final special.
Yes.
So,
Leading up to our third Suncorp Super Netball Grand Final. And we are lucky enough to going to be there again.
Boondall, Boons.
We are so excited, pumped.
Yeah.
Lightning, how many times does it strike?
3 times. 3 times. Three finals, 3 years. Okay, so
we've had 2 big weekends.
Yeah, grand finals. The semi-finals were 2 weeks ago, and that saw 1 play 2, which was the Lightning and the Swifts,
Yep.
and therefore the Lightning get to host the grand final because they won that game by 10.
And then we had
The Maggies play
the Vixens, which was the Melbourne Derby again. So they played 2 weeks
The replay of the replay.
in a row, and unfortunately,
The Vicks annihilated. Fortunately, the Vicks annihilated.
yeah, I was going to say,
Maggies.
unfortunately, the Maggies weren't able to bring their game together.
Well, because
on
you've
that
been
day.
all about Vixens, so
I
you're happy for
know.
them.
My money is on the Vixens to win this season.
I was happy for the Vixens. I was happy either way with whoever won that game. But given the week before, I thought the Pies were
Unstoppable.
yeah, and I really wanted them to get there. In saying that, I didn't want the Vixens to lose as well because I feel like there's some sort of a choking
Curse.
theme or curse, that's happening with them.
There's a little bit of controversy, I guess, because, well, not really controversy, conspiracy is what the word I was going for.
Okay.
That maybe the Vicks decided that the Pies were the easier competitors and purposefully lost the game before, so the Pies make it into the grand final, and then boom, they come out and annihilate the Pies in the semi. Because they played very well. It was like a different team. It was like they were so much more ready for this semi-final. They just didn't have the same connections. I mean, we find out that Nat Medhurst has like a broken rib from the week before.
Yeah, but that didn't come out until after the game.
Because I was watching it going, what's wrong with Nat Medhurst? Get her off the court. She was playing atrociously.
Yeah.
She just wasn't firing. She was missing feed. She was throwing balls away.
Yeah.
And she just wasn't having the same connections as she did the week before.
No, it felt like there were 2 people on that court that were really playing, Jeeba and Ash Brazel. In saying that too, we've also discovered that April Bramley has also been playing role prominent
Yeah.
at the World Cup.
Yes.
Even so.
Yeah.
I think what worked for the Vixens that week, because they came off a loss to the Pies, is that they went off and they just studied the Magpies for that week and came out firing. Now, remember, the Vixens is the team that has most of the Diamonds players in it. When I say Diamonds, I don't mean just Diamonds from the World Cup. I mean as in the last year. So on paper, you would think that is the strongest team. That Diamonds contention in that team shone bright.
Oh, I see what you did, Chandra.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah, and it worked. However,
Not the week later.
yeah,
Anyway, but yes.
didn't shine for long.
And Weston had a good game. Yep, that whole connection in the mid-court was fantastic. Tegan Phillip played out of her friggin' skin that game.
She
was
did.
Brilliant.
I think she missed like 3 shots the whole game.
Like she was on fire. But then, as you said, the very next week, it was like that didn't happen again because Tegan Phillip was completely null and void.
She had I think that would have been the worst game of her season.
Yes. So
I hate to say it.
yeah, when they played the Swifts
I was going to say
this weekend, Caitlin Thwaites came on, Wenda was on for 3 quarters. Phillip, I don't know, it was just like absent. She may as well not have played.
Yeah, so Thwaites missed quite a few goals in the first quarter, which is unlike her. And then teamed with Tegan Phillip, who then later on was having some Barry Crockers. What?
And then even in the fourth quarter, I was like, surely they have to bring Caitlin Thwaites back on.
Yeah.
No, they left.
Even
the
in
lineup.
GA, because she's been having to run at GA.
Yes. Because they just needed to change that. Because kudos to Maddie Turner and to Sarah Clow.
Yeah.
They were playing brilliantly.
And then Rory went in there.
Yeah, Rory went in there in the last quarter.
Yeah.
Just to shake things up a bit. The defence for the Swifts are really having the game of their lifetime as well.
Yes,
Even in the mid-court, they were setting up some box defence.
Yeah, they had some really good
and
presses
really
on.
protecting that middle channel. So
Yeah.
kudos to them, but I don't know. I felt like the Vics needed to change it up a bit. Sammy Wallace was back on again because she was a bit silent in the semi-final game, but babyface.
Babyface
back
Wallace,
on.
she had a great game on the weekend.
Houseby played pretty much a full game. It was just in that Garvin.
Garvin came on.
Yeah.
But why did she come back? So Garvin came on in the third quarter.
Yeah.
But why did Helen Houseby come back on in the fourth quarter? Because in the last 5 minutes, she was limping.
Yes, I know. And
That
the
injury-
commentators were like, they have to bring her off. And no, she left her on. Yeah, that
She
was
was
confusing.
literally walking. I was
Yeah.
like, it's walking netball for Helen Houseby.
Walking netball. And particularly because you'd think they'd want to make sure that she's all good for tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, all good for this weekend.
Like, protect her. Yeah. So, quick question for the umpire in the room.
Yep.
Is there limits on injuries that you can call?
No.
So, even if they had run out of timeouts,
Yeah.
they could have gone injury.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
safety thing. It's a safety thing.
Yeah.
Like, so.
I think the Vixens got beaten on the weekend
Oh, by them.
by a better team.
Yes. So that brings us to the big GF because if we look at that semi-final between the Lightning and the Swifts, the Lightning really dominated against the Swifts. Well, the Swifts won the first quarter, but then it was all Lightning.
But that was the theory all season except for that game. If Swifts win the first quarter, they win the game, except for that game. But I think that tells you about the Lightning team because they have come back from so many, quite a few goals to win the game, and that is a special ability.
You never count them out.
That team has, yes,
Their fighting spirit.
and that is Noeline Tuarua. That is her. That is her.
It's the SHR
And her and then her. And I think also with the home ground advantage for the Lightning, all my money is on the Lightning. Sorry, Swifts.
All your money.
All my
That's a lot of
I'm
money.
not actually betting. I just mean as a metaphor. All my bets are on the Lightning, hands down, without a blink. The
Swifts,
Swifts are coming for a road trip.
I guess for the Swifts it just is coming to Brisbane too much for them. Home ground advantage for the Sunshine Coast Lightning. Their first grand final. Is it all too exciting for them? And I mean the Lightning with their ability to win their third in a row. Say goodbye to Noeline.
Yeah.
Is the
Fairy
mountain
tales.
is the mountain too high to climb?
Yeah.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no river low, ain't no real valley wide enough. But maybe the valley is too wide.
I think it is.
Okay, so what are we looking forward to this weekend?
Okay.
We'll be there.
All right.
We'll be on the sideline. What are we looking forward to?
Okay. I am excited to see the matchup between Pretorius and Helen Houseby.
That'll be good.
Houseby. That is my number one matchup that I am really looking forward to because I think that the predator on the court is Pretorius. If Helen Houseby can't match Carla, then the game is done. What about you?
I'm looking. Yes, I'm excited about that. But I'm excited to see. I was going to say. Well, I'm just excited to see Katrina Roray in the flesh. Katrina Roray.
I want to touch her arms.
I'd like to see a bit of biff between her and Laura Langers. Like if Roray's playing wing defence and a few of these ones. Just a bit of
I don't think you'll get that because they're friends. They'll probably have coffee before
They probably will.
on game day in the morning, and then Roray with Noeline and Langers. But that's another matchup, which actually is Hadley and
Langers. Yeah.
And Laura Langdon totally dominated
Yeah.
that 2 weeks before.
Yeah. So will Rory play on Sherry or will she put Rory into goal defence and play on Steph Wood?
I think she'll start her in defence and she'll put Turner and Clow in.
And look, I think this is the two best teams from the season. If we really think about it, Lightning have had a stellar season and the Swifts have played really well this season. I mean, yes, they've fallen away at the end.
Yeah.
A little bit, a fraction, but they seem to have pulled it together and hopefully that's enough. I just want it to be close. I really would like it to be close.
Too.
I don't want it to be a whitewash. I don't want it to be like 20 goals and we're like,
because
okay,
we're like,
good on the Lightning. A bit like last year when we were like,
at
are they
Perth.
going to win? Are they going to win?
Oh, that was
Up, down, come back. That would be cool.
A ride of emotions, wasn't it? That was so good.
Yeah.
It's still edge of your seats, nail biting netball.
Yeah.
That's the win that you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and wouldn't that just be the send-off finals?
Yeah.
So your bets on the Lightning.
But can I just clarify, I don't actually bet because I don't agree with sports betting. But I mean metaphorically, yes.
Metaphorically.
All my chips are in, all my eggs are in that basket.
So your tip is Lightning.
Yes.
By score?
4.
I've been on the Swift bandwagon for a very long time. I'm very excited that they're there. I'm so happy that, they smushed those critics, they smushed Sam Davids, and
Wait a minute.
they had a season of their lifetime. Who's going to win the comp?
The Vixens.
You know what? I'm going to throw a spanner in the works. I've talked about it all year. I'm going to say the Swifts. I'm finally going to get on the Swifts bandwagon.
Well, I mean, really, you should be.
And they've made grand final, but I don't think they can do it.
Oh my gosh!
Are you surprised? No. You're not surprised. Surely you're not surprised.
Well, I am a little bit. Because you've had so much faith in them all season. Like, I really didn't think much of them at all. I tell you what, it would be so sweet if the Lightning took it out.
Again?
Yeah.
There is a little part of my stomach that is waving the Swiftie flag, and if they win, I won't be disappointed. But I think the Lightning are going to win by 9.
Okay, 9?
Yeah. So that's it. GF. Big one. Noeline's last one.
We'll do a video blog.
Vlog.
We'll do a vlog. Sorry, vlog.
Vlog.
Yep.
Good.
And then we'll say sayonara until next season. And hopefully there'll be some exciting things happening between now and then. Confirmation of a few players in some teams, maybe a bit of movement.
We'll just wait and see.
Yeah.
Because after Mad Monday begins.
Yeah. And then all bets are off for a lot of contracts.
Yeah. Do the big change up. And that was another episode of Netball Chat with Sam.
And Zach.
Enjoy the final.
See ya.